Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video we're going to be unboxing the Xbox Shock Blue controller for the Xbox Series S and the X. This works with the previous gen, the Xbox One as well, so if you're wondering, it still works with that. On the right side, as you can see, it's all the compatibility: iOS, Android, Windows 10, Xbox One, and the new generation. Comes with the wireless controller, 2 AA's, and that's pretty much it. On the back of the box, it has a hybrid D-pad, which means it's omnidirectional. It has a share button, which is new, more texture grip, and it uses USB Type-C, and I'll get into the rest. On the left side, as you can see, I have a picture of the controller. Looks really nice, actually. And that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. Alright, getting into it. Here's the controller. Put it aside for a second. Comes with 2 AA's. Like I said, we're not going to be using those. We have the plain charge kit. Last in the box, we have a user manual, regulatory information, and 14-day trial of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So taking a closer look at the controller, it has new textured triggers on the left and right, as well as a little bit on the bumpers. On the back, you have 3 colorways. You have a black, blue, and a white. And the texture grip goes all the way around and stops right here. Grip, and they added a little bit more. Whereas the Xbox One controllers, you had not as much textured grip. Now, compared to the other blue version, you can see the difference. You can also notice that this is a flat edge, and whereas this one, it curves down. Xbox One controller, as you can see, it's a glossy one, so you can just see the generations. So this is first, this is second, this is third generation. And you can also notice the D-pad is different. Like I said, it's an omnidirectional, or aka hybrid is what they call it. You can notice the share button is here now. Same as the previous gen, you have the red, green, and blue, just to indicate if you have trouble with color coordinating. On the top of the controllers, it has a new updated USB Type-C, which will help with charging, and it's finally we're getting USB Type-C, which is way helpful. On the bottom, just basically the exact same. So yeah, but this is an overall amazing controller, and I think it's slightly smaller. It feels slightly smaller, but it's more comfortable, in my opinion. But the share button, everything feels really good. Like I said, this does work with the last Xboxes and the new ones. So if you don't have an Xbox Series X yet, which probably don't because of scalpers, this would be a really good option for your previous gen Xbox until you get the new one eventually. Just don't give scalpers what they want. Open up the plain charge kit now. This one, last time, I said that there was USB Type-C, and now you can actually use it a lot better with this controller. They also made this little back compartment slightly harder to open. So plain charge kit just goes in like this, and you're good to go. And then the USB Type-C cable, since it doesn't work with last gen, you're still able to use the plain charge kit. You just put the battery inside and use a micro USB cable. But if you get this controller and the plain charge kit, you can just use the included USB Type-C cable or any other USB Type-C cable, plug it into the Xbox or a USB port, and it will charge the battery. It's a 9-foot cord, so you'll be able to go pretty much a really long distance. Oh, and most accessories do work with the new Xbox controllers, so like control freaks, but you can still take it off and then put it on the controller, as well as the, like I said, control freaks. Alright, turning it on for the first time. Now we just gotta sync it, and we are good to go. Just like that. Really simple to set up, and it just works perfectly. Overall thoughts and opinions: this controller looks really nice. It feels really good. I could even feel the grip with the gloves on. Buttons are all really clicky and nice and fresh. I like that. And yeah, I don't know what about this controller, it just feels a lot more comfortable. You can feel that texture. You can differentiate between the bumpers as well as the triggers, and then you can just, you know, go crazy with it. I think it's slightly smaller. Yeah, the bumpers are slightly smaller. So yeah, I think the controller itself is just slightly smaller. We're an update for the controller right now, so it's pretty much how you have to do it when you pop it out of the box for the first time. So let's go to an update. Alright, we just finished updating our controller, so let's go ahead and see what it... We also put new control freaks on, so... Very responsive. Everything works. Let's test out the share button, see if it works. Alright, so it automatically prompts you with get started with the game, so the button does work. To take a screenshot, you just tap it, and to record a game clip, you just hold it. And I think you can change the settings, like on how long, like the past 30 seconds, past 15 seconds, whatever. A good controller. It was on sale for like $45 on Best Buy for Black Friday, so I went ahead and got one. Actually Cyber Monday, and I got one, and definitely worth it. Pair it with the Play and Charge kit, or you can pair it with the Bebon Cool. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you can pair it with those ones as well. I did a review of those. If you have money to spare, definitely get this controller. Even if you don't have the Xbox Series X, it's a definite must-have. It's a next-gen controller. Think of that. So beautiful. So gorgeous. D-pad works. It's louder than the first one, but it feels way quieter. I don't know why. But yeah, very good controller overall. I won't be claiming the Xbox Game Pass yet because I already have Unlimited. But if you guys want that, let me know in the comments. First person comment down below they want it, I'll give it to you. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more, please.